Hi there, Sean here. Hope you're all well. As you can see, just shooting a video here, mainly because I'm a bit incapacitated, so I can't write so much, which I know from one or two of you will be delighted not to be getting too many emails from me. So this is a little video, just wanted to talk about quoting, because we're seeing more and more people not picking up the phone and asking for quotes. And it's a very typical thing that a customer does. They basically can use emails or Facebook Messenger, texts, all sorts of communications, and they can hide behind the communication and just simply ask, how much is it to do X or Y? And I think as good businessmen, we pick up those emails and we're delighted, in some ways we're elated to get an inquiry, particularly if it's quiet. You know, and it's quiet, you suddenly get an inquiry, you think this is brilliant, and you very quickly want to respond. Dear sir, madam, thanks so much for your inquiry. The cost of doing X or Y is £100, and we send an email off, and then we sit waiting for the response. And how often do we get zero response? Now, don't get me wrong, getting a response and getting an email out to that customer, dealing with the inquiry, is a very important thing to do, because we know that speed is normally of the essence. But I can tell you now that your success rate will change enormously if you can try and convert that person to a conversation or even a face-to-face. Customers basically lie and cheat. I mean that tongue-in-cheek a little bit, I don't mean they're liars and they're cheaters, but we've all done it. Can you submit your quote to this email address, or send me a text with your quote? And all they're doing is they're fishing for prices. They're fishing for quotes. They've asked you very clearly, I'm going to make this decision based on price, because they think it's a really easy service. I'm going to do pest control, or I'm going to do locksmithing, or I'm going to do some cleaning, and I just want you to tell me how much it's going to cost, and I'm going to make my decision based on your response. And it's just a loser's game. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, because that customer is more than likely going to make his decision based on price. And we've always discussed, if you want to deliver services at the cheapest price in the market, then go ahead. You'll be busy, but you really won't make any money. You know, it'll be a zero profit game. If you want to change your results, what I would suggest you do is remember the phrase know, like and trust. We've talked about it many times, but from someone sending an email, a text, or a Facebook Messenger asking you for a quote, and you simply respond, you've built no knowledge of that person. That person has no knowledge of you, no likability, no trust. You have to learn to not respond to the customer's questions immediately. You have to find a way to nurture a relationship, to build some trust, to build some likability, because then actually the selling becomes easier. I was talking to someone the other day who had an inquiry from a customer for what seemed to be a reasonably big job, and I asked what did they do, and as I expected, they had simply responded to the customer in the same way, in the same format that the customer had emailed, I think emailed or Facebook messaged them. And he said, I haven't heard back from them. I asked, had they chased or followed up? No. So, you know, there's some learnings here. One, I would never, if you have got the time, and if you really want to win work, then try and get involved in a conversation. Don't provide a quote just because they've asked for a quote. Ask some more questions, get more engaged with them, ask for their contact details, give them a call. Suggest that you might be able to pass around their house in the morning and have a good look at the situation, because let's face it, while we can probably quote a lot over the phone, you're not going to win as much work as if you can get to the property and have a look, engage with the customer, look at them in the eyes, make sure they understand that you're actually someone that is knowledgeable, that is likable and is trustable, and all of a sudden your selling results will go up. You will sell more work if you can get to talk to or even in front of a customer than you will by simply responding to a question, a written question online. So I suggest if you find that you're not getting results from simply responding to customers' inquiries, think of a different approach and think of the know, like and trust. Think of a way that you can get to see the customer, talk to the customer, engage in the customer, and actually you'll find that actually you can sell more than you can by just responding to texts. So look, I hope that's of interest. It's something we've learnt. We've done a lot of this and trialed a lot of this over the years, and it really does work. Sure, if you're super busy and you don't have time to go and survey and quote, well, you're super busy and you don't have to survey and quote. Don't waste time responding to any more silly inquiries. But if you really want to build rapport and win more work, get in front of the customer, talk to the customer, and you'll find that you'll sell more. Cheers, guys.